Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show,
Oh my God,
likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
none are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Alex Tellez, ready for an awesome Wednesday afternoon show. Brand new college series in the room. How about that Justin Jefferson Chrome Speed Flex? That purple LSU lid is incredible, Alex. We got diamond helmets, bunch of big names left, couple flexes in there, 3 speed flexes in the vault, a Peyton Manning licensed jersey in the practice squad, along with the Jim Kelly Speed Flex. Great stuff in the break room. Cannot wait to get started, Alex. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. As you can see, little new college format.
Yeah, I like it.
Looks pretty nice. I mean, I think that's every team that's going to come out that you're seeing pretty much on there.
Yeah, so we'll get into more of this as we do the break, but basically we're changing the college. It's going to be an 8-spot break. It's kind of like our NFL divisional breaks. The first spot, or the NFC North, is LSU, Florida State, and Penn State. You can go on and on. You guys will see the headliners. LSU spot, of course, for the Justin Jefferson, Oklahoma State. OSU, I believe, is that Barry Sanders, and more of those headliners out there. You guys will see exactly what we're talking about. What's up, John? John says, what up, Kami? Not much, man. Ready for some heat. I know Tyler commented in the chat saying, do you do basketball? Sometimes, Tyler, basketball coming up very soon, actually. I think after Loaded Dice and or the college, if that goes tonight. So we do a little bit of everything, primarily a football break room, but baseball, basketball, some hockey in that variety series. We have a little bit of everything here, Alex. So let's get the show started. 2 virtual dice on our randomizer, looking for 6 or higher on our dice roll. Super pumped for this awesome Wednesday afternoon show. We have 5 and a 5, 10 on the dice roll, 10 clicks for our spots. Heading on over to the Wheel of Names, and I got to add the college in here. So Variety Pack is gone. College in its place. So college is an option for the Chase Wheel Spin. Spinning that wheel, we've got ourselves. This is close. The jerseys. This is the black box jerseys.
Oh, we got one
available.
personal, and then the live break that's up right now is the last box.
Okay, perfect. I think, Alex, at least for this show and tonight, we might not roll with the jersey backup. We'll put it up after the show tonight for the Thirsty Thursday tomorrow. Let these guys attack the load of dice is kind of my thought personally. But For this show, the jerseys of the Chase, 2 boxes left. Warren Moon is one of them. It's a 1 in 2 chance at a mooning.
Ooh.
Very, very likely here tonight.
Yeah.
So, Chase is the jerseys. I guess nothing is full, so I'll take these guys on a tour of the break page. A good old-fashioned top-to-bottom rundown of the Ultimate Autographs live break page. So a lot of goodies, though. A lot of great stuff. No doubt, to say the least, here on the break page. We'll start with what is probably the best series in the room. The Diamond Helmets. Actually, we'll start with the College, which actually that might be the new best series in the room with the headliner ratios. 50-50 for a mooning sounds about common, right?
Oh.
Exactly, John.
I'm nervous.
Embrace the moonings, baby. Had a mooning last night.
I bet we did.
A mooning speed flex. It was a special kind of mooning last night. So you guys will see the listing here. Good news, Alex. All the photoed headliners in this College series are authentics.
Oh.
Some of these secondary headliners, some of the fillers could be reps, but all authentics. It lays out the divisions. 8 divisions. LSU, Florida State, Penn State are in one division. Oklahoma State, UCLA, Arizona State are another division. So actually, it's not going to tell you who the player is, but it's actually going to tell you every type of helmet from a team available. Like New Mexico Lobos, willing to bet that's Brian Urlacher.
Probably.
Pretty good chance of that. But for example, Purdue Boilermakers.
Could be
Mike
Allstott.
Could be Mike Allstott. Could be Bob Greasy. So we don't know exactly who the Boilermaker is, but we do know there's a Purdue item in the series for sure. So Boston College, for example, some sort of Boston College item. Virginia Tech is probably the Michael Vick. But you guys see the rundown there. I'll give you the rundown of the helmets. Only a 30-box series in the redshirt full-size college helmet series. 30 boxes, Alex. And we have how many headliners? This is too good to be true. 12 photoed headliners plus 4 secondary. 16 and 30 chance. Let's take a closer look at this Justin Jefferson helmet. Because at the current moment, I think this is the best available helmet in our break room. The LSU Chrome Speed Flex. The purple and Justin Jefferson just goes together.
It does.
As a Justin Jefferson fantasy owner, and I believe in 3 out of my 4 teams, this guy better play this weekend.
Yeah.
He better play, Justin Jefferson.
I think the only league you don't have him in, I do.
Right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Sweet Lid says John Reber. Yeah, it's an incredible speed flex. Value of this bad boy north of $1,000 for a PC item for an LSU fan. That is a dream helmet, Justin Jefferson. I do have the Barry Sanders ripped Oklahoma State helmet. We've had this discussion on this program a lot recently without even having a college series in the room. In my opinion, Alex, the single best season in college football history was Barry Sanders getting more than 2,600 rushing yards in a season.
Oh, yeah. He was insane.
Heisman winner that year. Awesome helmet. Awesome player. The great Barry Sanders.
You can win that for $65. That's it.
I have a statistic for you. I actually screenshotted this from ESPN the other night.
Is this about Kirk Cousins?
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
It
was a great game-winning drive by Kirk.
I am the biggest Kirk Cousins defender on this program, and you can attest to that.
Yeah.
I always talk about Kirk Cousins, even when the going is bad. Now, this list will surprise you. One name will not surprise you. 2 of these might, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Most go-ahead pass touchdowns since 2015 in the final minute of regulation or overtime in the NFL.
Oh. So 1, obviously, is Kirk Cousins.
He's number 2 with 6.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes.
Not Mahomes, surprisingly.
He's probably not down enough.
This is regular season, I believe.
Regular season.
He probably counts with the postseason.
Derek Carr.
First with 8.
Yep.
NFC South, home of the great quarterbacks this year. Cousins, Carr, and Baker Mayfield in that vault. So Carr is 8. Cousins has 6. Tom Brady with 5. And then Matthew Stafford also has 5.
That was my next one.
So Kirko Chains on that beautiful ripped Michigan State lid, the sick-looking autograph for Kirk Cousins. A lot of other big names in here. Adrian Peterson, Speed Flex for Oklahoma, one of the best running backs ever. George Kittle for Iowa. Lawrence Taylor, the GOAT defensive player on UNC. Stephon Diggs on the Maryland lid.
Like
That's
that.
different. Tim Brown with the Clover Notre Dame lid, the Hall of Fame receiver, the Heisman winner with that inscription, A.J. Brown on Ole Miss. A lot of Texas fans recently in the break room. You watched Monday Night Football, Alex. This guy, Bijan Robinson, balled out.
Oh, yeah.
Right at the current moment, Bijan we treat as probably a second-tier headliner. In about maybe as soon as 3 weeks, he might be a first-tier headliner. This guy is different, Bijan Robinson. Got a Darrelle Revis lid on that beautiful Pitt helmet. Hall of Fame cornerback. And probably the Jefferson is the coolest looking lid. If I had to pick the second best lid in this series, just look-wise, right? Taking everything into account, it's probably Barry Sanders' name or Adrian Peterson giving it a flex. But sheer look-wise, behind the Jefferson helmet is Bo Nix.
Yeah, that Oregon helmet is clean.
That looks incredible. It's going to look even better in person. Bo Nix, Heisman finalist at Oregon. Very, very talented quarterback in this awesome college break. Come and get that, guys. 7 to go in the quad.
All those headliners are authentic helmets or better, or speed flexes.
Every single helmet in that series that's a photo headliner is authentic. 6 to go in the double, 7 to go in the quad. Speaking of quad box breaks, the one break you can enter in our break room, Alex, that is a 100% guarantee that an authentic helmet is coming out, the diamonds. Authentics are worth the most. They look the coolest, of the best value. Everything is authentic in the diamonds. 20 boxes left, excuse me. Let me get a quick drink here. 10 headliners left, Alex.
I mean, that's great odds. And like you said, the diamonds, it's pound for pound the best break in the room. You can't go wrong with getting into the diamonds.
I think one of the most underappreciated players in the league right now has to be Jonathan Taylor. I mean, you look at the last season, he was healthy, without distractions, without contract talks, without injuries. He put up more than 1,800 rush yards. Put that in the inscription on that helmet, by the way.
Sure did.
The Jonathan Taylor Speed Flex, not one we get in the break room all that often.
No.
Two-tone Steve Young helmet. I know Dom Pellegrini and I were talking about this yesterday. Dom and I actually both felt that if Steve Young started with Bill Walsh and Jerry Rice, he would also have 4 Super Bowls like Montana.
Oh, I'm sure.
He is incredible. The great quarterback, the most efficient quarterback when he retired in the history of the league. Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers. I mean, what a win for the Raiders over the Ravens.
It was a crazy week, too.
Who saw that coming?
Nobody. I think everybody's like, what is it? Like where you pick a team each week to win.
Yeah.
It's all over. The
Survivor pools.
Yeah, the Survivor pools. It's all over. The Bengals, the biggest favorite in week 1 loss, and then the Ravens, the biggest favorite in week 2 lost.
I think in the customer league with UA and the customer pick'em, I think I'm in like 3rd place out of 27 people, and I missed my 16-point game both weeks.
Yeah.
The Bengals and the Ravens, crazy game. Devontae Adams was massive as always. One of the best receivers in the NFL, period. Wes Welker on that Bronco lid. Do not get Wes Welker much in the break room, especially on a Bronco lid.
Looks clean, too, with the gold ink on the slate.
Yeah, very nice. Wes Welker, authentic. Here is one of the front runners for MVP. If we're talking about who's been the best player 2 weeks in, ironically, it's probably Baker Mayfield. Either Mayfield, Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, or Kyler Murray. But if you look at all the teams that are 2-0 right now and which guy is going to be there when the season ends, Josh Allen. He gets the Bills to like a 14-3 record, he's going to win the MVP.
I think if he just wins the division. No one was picking them to win the division.
Except for me.
Not a lot of people were picking them to even, make the playoffs this year. They thought it was going to be a down year, and he's proven them all wrong.
Yeah, with the Tua situation especially, making life a lot easier for the Bills. Very expensive helmet, $1,200 value on Fanatics.com. Only going to go up with Josh Allen. We always talk about big names like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Guys we get a lot in the break room. I want to talk about guys we don't get a lot in the break room, like James Harrison, for example. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, this might be the only time you get a James Harrison lid for at least, 3-4 months?
Yeah.
Look at that impeccable helmet, the two-tone yellow and black lid with the USA flag on the back. This guy personally ruined Super Bowl squares for me. That Cardinals-Steelers Super Bowl,
Yep.
If the Cardinals had gotten a field goal on that drive, Alex, I would have won $500. Instead, he gets a pick 6 the other way. 100 yards. Took him 18 seconds to get it. Dom and I were talking about it last night.
Well, I'll tell you that helmet's worth more than $500.
Yes, a lot more than that. Beautiful, beautiful lid on the James Harrison. A few good secondary headliners still available in our diamonds. Michael Strahan, everybody knows him. Terry McLaurin, Marcus Allen, Eddie George. Come and get those diamonds. Incredible series in our break room. 3 spots left in that quad. 2 spots to go in that double box. Let's fill up those diamonds. Practice quad. This one makes a ton of sense for a massive, massive chase.
That's why the single sold out.
A single sold out, so let me fly through these. We'll do the practice squad single, but we're down to 24 boxes left in practice squad, 10 total headliners, most of them being photoed. I would argue the big item in this series is the Peyton Manning license jersey. In my 3 years here, Alex, excuse me, it is the second time ever seeing a Manning license jersey. That is worth a bunch of money, the best quarterback in the regular season to ever play the game. Jim Kelly Speed Flex, TJ Watt Authentic. This is one me and Dom were raving about last night. Going to be worth a ton of money. Malik Neighbors on the Authentic. Rob Gronkowski two-tone lid, Edgerrin James Mini, Jamar Chase jersey with the Hines Ward, Fred Warner, and Bob Greasy's secondary headliners. A vault, I'll make it simple. All of these are authentic. All these are out there except for Trevor Lawrence. You're going to say, Alex?
Oh, Bob said he won the first license jersey.
There you go. Great job, Bob. Bob Boulay is a hashtag winner. So we got 8 to go in that next single, 7 to go in the vault single, college single, 8 to go. Jerseys, 8 to go again. Warren Moon in the final 2 jerseys. 5 to go in the diamond single. Minis are 7 to go. How many headliners left? All of them. Every single headliner left in the minis, headlined by Emmitt Smith, perhaps. Then licensed jerseys, loaded dice, triple box break, 7 crates left, 7 headliners left. Personally, Alex, I've got my eye on that Jerry Rice licensed jersey. C.D. Lamb, one of the best wideouts in the league. Trevor Lawrence, A.J. Brown, Chris Carter, Jerome Bettis, and Garrett Wilson, all available. So, Russell, I don't know. Alex can look. Who won the Trevor Lawrence helmet? I do know this. If you want Lawrence, we got a licensed jersey and loaded dice, my friend. So, first break, the first of many breaks, will be the practice squad, Alex. Practice squad single, under pressure. We got Brandon Wagner, new guy. Dustin Keeterling, new guy. Ryan Murray, Jody Grider, Kurt French, Tom Kozich, and Josh Walton. So, for the new people in the room, let me know what team you like and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. And drop me a box number for the practice squad.
It was John Reber who won it on Monday's 3 p.m. show.
He just said it. I won the helmet. Perfect timing. First box out. Yeah. Perfect example, Alex, why you cannot wait. The best helmets could come out in any box. Could be the first one, could be the last one. You just never know what's going to happen in the break room. You never know. So, AFC's my jam, says John. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So, Pat's for Wagner, saying one of the comments. NFC says DN. AFC South says John. How about a box number? You do not pick your divisions. The divisions are randomized.
Yeah.
I do need a box number, gentlemen. We have 1, 3 through 6, 8 through 13, 17 through 20, 22 and 23, 26, 28 through 31, and then 33 to 35. Who is DNKG? Is that Dustin Keeterling?
Dustin.
Is that you, Dustin? Wagner wanting 7. I think Dustin was first with 5. What are your squads, Brandon and Dustin? I'm going to assume DNK is Dustin. If you don't mind, yep, he confirmed it, Dustin. So, man, I feel like I barely see Alex Tellez. What's up, boys, says Jaime. What is it, Tuesday and Wednesday, right, Alex?
I've been here for 3 straight days, just not both shows.
Yeah, that's true. Tuesday and Wednesday, 12 and 3, Jaime. Alex is here typically. What's up, Jody? Says, hey, guys. Dustin is a Viking fan. My recommendation for Dustin is a little bit of an odd one as a Viking fan. You should actually get in the college series and get the Justin Jefferson LSU Chrome Speed Flex. It is the best Viking item in the room, or the Peterson Flex in there. But if you want a specific Viking helmet, get in the vault, get the Adrian Peterson camo. That's terrific.
Appreciate it, Jaime.
There we go. More Alex Tellez. I agree. Alex is fun. Knows his football here in our break room.
Not on the pick'em this year.
Not this year.
Not this year. Not yet, at least.
Not yet. I think Colin is first and I'm second with the customers. I know Jeff is in first in our internal company one. So yeah, Colin's got 184. I've got 183 in the pick'em, and you're at 17.
Yeah.
We're shocked at that.
Not a good start.
Not a good start. Plenty of season left, though, to say the least. So, yeah, well, I don't know, Jaime. If you want to ask pick advice, at the current moment, it's Colin and I.
Right now.
At the current moment. That is very much subject to change. I think it's because I talked you up too much, and now it's just giving you bad mojo.
I keep on seeing expert picks on the internet.
Yeah.
And then there was like 3 games last week, and like they were completely against me. So I was like, oh God, like there's like the CBS graphics. There's like they got like 10 people picking games. It's like everyone picked, I think, like the Jags. I saw a lot of people picking the Giants, and it made me rethink that one.
Oh, I had Commanders.
And
I won money on that one.
I had the Cardinals, but then I got convinced to pick the Rams. I gotta stick to my
with your
guns.
gut. Exactly. So NFC North after 10 clicks is Tom Kozic. Kurt French, NFC South. Pardon my French, Kurt. Dustin Keeterling, NFC East. Kurt French, NFC West. We got Josh Walton in the AFC North. Brandon Wagner, AFC South. Jody Greider, AFC East. And Ryan Murray in the AFC West. The first box of many today. And we're starting with box 5 in the Under Pressure Practice Squad. What's up, Luke? Oh, bat probably from that series. We got ourselves a, might be the best at his position in the whole league, Alex. How about this one? Fred Warner.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Terrific linebacker. He's literally everywhere. Forced fumbles, tackles, all pro. Up there for tackles every single season. Love this Fred Warner jersey. That is the NFC West. I think it's the secondary headliner for Kurt French.
That's a great hit right there. He's easily the best middle linebacker in the league. I think a lot of people were tweeting out after the game like he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. So once that happens,
I think so.
That value goes up even more.
Exactly. I mean, it's hard not to agree with that, right? He is incredible, Fred Warner. So 3-time Pro Bowler, Fred Warner, 3-time All-Pro. Awesome looking jersey right there for Kurt French.
Yeah, Bob, that's brutal. Their kicker had like a hamstring problem the whole week, and they knew it, and they just didn't sign a backup kicker. And they had an open roster spot. They only had 52 active players.
Look, I got to say this about the Giants, and I'm sorry if I'm going to offend you, Bob. They got one thing right, that is Malik Neighbors. But even from watching Hard Knocks, sometimes you can tell that organization is not managed the best. I will 100% agree, Bob. My pick of the Commanders was lucky. If the Giants had a kicker, they would have won the game. But they didn't. And guess what? The money cashed, Alex, and I'll take it.
What was it? First team to score 3 touchdowns, not give up one, and lose? Is that what they did? Or score 2 touchdowns?
Something like that. You know why they actually did score? Because of Malik Neighbors. He's in that practice squad. 10 catches, a touchdown, 137 yards. It was a lot. I think it was 127. He was terrific. But, I mean, when in doubt.
Oh, yeah, they did score 3 touchdowns, but they had to go for 2 every time.
Yeah, and they didn't get it a single time now.
Not a single time.
Not a single 2-point
According to
play
analytics,
worked.
that is almost impossible to do.
Oh, my God. It's the Giants, man.
Because it's the whole, like, if you're down 14, you go for 2 because it's very unlikely you don't get it the second time. Well, they didn't get it any of the 3.
Yeah, I think it's about 50-50 usually is league average. The saying for the Giants offense last couple years in the break room was Saquon Barkley is the whole Giants offense. Now I'm going to say Malik Neighbors is the whole Giants offense.
He is the whole Giants offense.
He is a beast. A diamond in a rough spot, a shining light for the Giants. Yeah. So I'll keep this one out until we open up another box. The Niners, on the other hand,
it was a tough week.
They're loaded.
It's a tough week for them, but
a lot of injuries. That's always the story with the Niners. Injuries, man. I mean, obviously, Christian McCaffrey's out for a while. Deebo Samuel was out. And something about the Vikings. I saw a stat about the Niners.
Can't beat the Vikings.
Brock Purdy in the regular season in the NFC is undefeated except for the Vikings. 0-2. All his losses the last couple of years, regular season, coming either against the AFC or the Minnesota Vikings. Little bugaboo there for San Fran.
I think Brian Flores has just got Kyle Shanahan's number.
Probably.
That's just what it is.
Sounds like it. Jones was better. He was better. I don't know if I'd go as far as pretty good, but he was better.
Well, yeah, that Commanders defense might be the worst of the league.
I mean, what's the saying? If you give a quarterback time, a bad quarterback looks average. An average quarterback looks great.
Yeah.
I would say Daniel Jones looked pretty average, which is what he can be if he's given an offensive line, which unfortunately, consistently, he does not have. Yeah. He does have Neighbors, though. 18 targets, Alex, for Neighbors.
As he should.
He's going to feed him the ball all season long. Any of the fantasy owners worried about Malik Neighbors having Daniel Jones as his quarterback, I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, based on how quarterbacks have been playing this year, that actually was a good game by Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
2 touchdowns.
Have been bad.
I think like over the last few years, like after 2 weeks, there's been like 100 passing touchdowns or more. Only in the 60s this year.
Defense is back.
It's brutal.
Defense is back.
I think a lot of teams are saying they're forcing you to run the ball, and teams are just like, no, I want to pass.
We want to pass, baby.
Yep.
I know Kansas City will have to pass. Their running back is out.
Hey, Kareem Hunt's back.
Yeah. Not the greatest person, but he's back, baby. Kareem Hunt is back. Whoop, whoop, cheers. Hope all is well, says Jacom. Let's go. You should look up the last time the Niners won against Minnesota in Minnesota. That's why I always bet on the Vikings, says Trevor.
Vikings,
there you go, Trev.
Vikings are sneaky. Sam Darnold is this year's Geno Smith or Baker Mayfield right now.
Something about leaving the Jets and
or leaving the Panthers.
Both, right? Both. Baker Mayfield, by the way, in that vault series, exactly. Alex. Let's talk about the diamonds, though. 3 spots left in the diamond quad. We are right there in the diamonds on the doorstep. Let me put this little thing in here in the red zone, as we say. I love this little thing Steven put in here on our OBS. Where'd it go? Red zone. It was here somewhere. Headliner fire. Red zone alert.
There we go. Scott Hansen.
The answer, by the way, was 1992.
Wow.
And yes, that's it for the drawing. Just for all the new people out there, this is a live drawing. You're purchasing a spot in a live break, not a guaranteed item.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Alex, we cannot give everybody wins. It is in the fine print. It's a 1 in 8 chance for each spot you win. If everybody won something, Alex, we'd be out of business. I love our customers, but I do like my job a little bit more. Obviously, I don't want to be on the street. That would not be fun.
No, it would not.
Not be fun. The stream is live on Facebook. If anyone's having issues on Facebook, let us know. I know it wasn't on earlier, but it does show connected on Facebook at the current moment. We do stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If it's down temporarily somewhere, hop on the other stream. Usually it fixes itself. I will say, in my experience, for whatever reason, it's not on our end. It's on Mark Zuckerberg's end. The Facebook stream does go out the most often.
Yeah, it's just kind of the slowest in general. If you're calling box numbers, it comes in the slowest. It has the biggest delay.
I think it's probably because it has the most internet traffic. But I'm not an expert on that one, Alex. Check again, Brian. It does show live for me right now. I do know for a fact earlier it did not show live. If we're not live there, usually what will happen is if you reconnect it between shows, it works. I can try to reconnect it here. That sometimes works. But if for some reason it's not working for you, I do see, actually I don't see us. That's last night's show. I do see though, as connected on the restream chat here. So I'll go ahead and flip this on and off and see if we can get you guys on Facebook. Here we go, Alex. You see it. Unable to connect. So hold on. Here we go. Give it a second. It might load here in a second on the Facebook. Let's talk about the diamonds, though.
Always. 3
spots to go in the quad box break. We have ourselves some really, really good stuff available in this series. I think of this series as the potential series. What is the potential of some of these guys? Like, for example, the Josh Allen lid. I think he's going to eventually win a Super Bowl. I really do, because I think he's the second best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
He is absolutely terrific. I think, having watched Burrow the last couple of weeks, having watched Lamar Jackson, like Mahomes we know is the best. But you look at year in, year out, Josh Allen is always available. He's always terrific. He's always a good team guy. Now, he's the guy. He is the guy. Once he wins a Super Bowl, that value is going to skyrocket. For example, Mahomes, by the way, Mahomes' autograph value, retail value, $2,300 now. It was $1,700 last year. It grew by $600 with one Super Bowl. Allen is $1,200. He wins a Super Bowl, could go up to $1,800.
I mean, first, he has a very good chance of winning MVP this year.
Yeah.
So you throw an MVP, plus, we're talking Super Bowl.
Right?
That's going to be up there big time.
So $360 all of a sudden doesn't seem so bad. We got a Josh Allen lid, right?
No.
Speed flexes are typically about $600 to $700 unautographed, without visors, without inscriptions. The Jonathan Taylor has a 2021 rushing champion inscription. I think it says 1,800 something rush yards, the most that season for Taylor. We have a James Harrison two-tone lid as well. A lot of great stuff available in the diamonds. And I do see Facebook seems to be on right now. I do see us live on Facebook right now, so that is taken care of. Bri. So, Alex, Steve Young is in here.
Oh, yeah.
What do I always say? I always say Cowboy fans, Steeler fans, Niner fans. The three most passionate fan bases, the three most common fan bases in our break room. What's great about the James Harrison and the Steve Young? If you win it and you're like, man, I'm not a Niner fan. I'm not a Steeler fan. I don't care for this lid. There is somebody in this break room that will buy it off you. They'll trade you some helmets. There's always a ton of value on any Niner, Steeler, or Cowboy item one in our break room. So that's out there. Devontae Adams is out there. Wes Welker. Those are all available. 3 spots to go in the quad box break. Let's see. AFC West, Devontae Adams, Wes Welker is a double up. We do have some secondary headliners. Terry McLaurin could double up with Michael Strahan. Marcus Allen, AFC West, could also double up with Adams and Welker. And then Eddie George could double up with Jonathan Taylor. So there's some opportunities here in the diamonds, right? So get in there, guys. Let's knock out that diamond break. 3 spots left, Alex. Could be the next break we do. I'll drop that link in here. What is the one helmet you most want to see in our break room right now, Alex?
I mean, why not the James Harrison? We don't see him a lot. It's a really 6-speed flex. I mean, in the diamonds, if you get that helmet, even in the quad, you're going to double, triple your money. I mean,
right.
If you get it in the single, oh my God, you're going to times 10 your money.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy on this James Harrison lid. Yeah, that's up there for me. I think for me, the number one lid has to be the Jettas, though. In that college series, look at this helmet, man. LSU Chrome Speed Flex, Justin Jefferson. That, by the way, Alex, is only a 30-box series. We have 12 authentic photo headliners in 30 boxes. Ooh. I guess Jefferson just looks good in purple.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How about that ref on that touchdown? You see the ref?
Yeah, he was outrunning some of the defenders.
Oh, he's
that guy
fast.
was cooking.
Sign him up. Sign him up, the referee. The Vikings off to a crazy start. I think just about everybody said the Vikings will be in the cellar this year. The Bears' offense looks in disarray. Jordan Love is injured. Might be back sooner than expected, but still injured. The Lions, they've looked shaky the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Minnesota in first place in the North.
Yeah, I mean, no one expected them to win the 49ers game. I thought they would beat the Giants. Giants are not very good.
Yeah.
They handled business there, but the 49ers win. They got their number. Sam Darnold's going to be solid this year.
Do you think the Vikings make the playoffs?
I still don't think they make the playoffs. I think now the Rams are out. Their whole
all
team,
those injuries.
Their whole team
Offensive
is hurt.
line,
It is
receivers.
Matthew Stafford, I love him. He's good. He can't do anything.
He has no
with that
help.
team. He has nothing. He's on his third string backup linemen and receivers.
Right.
So they're out. But the Saints and the Bucks, they might get 2 spots.
That
Eagles, Cowboys.
right.
It'll be close. At the end of the day, I don't think Minnesota gets it.
Okay.
But they could.
They're 50-50 for me. I'm starting to buy in. Their defense looks a lot better than they have the last couple of years. You have this man, if he's healthy, he's different. He is different.
Last year the defense was good. Kirk Cousins got hurt.
Yeah. But Darnold looks good this year. He looks good. Nice looking lid there. Jay Jettas, come and get that, guys, in the college. 6 spots to go in that double 8-spot break in our college break. Practice squad is moving, 6 to go. Outside of the helmets, Alex, the one I most want to see as a Peyton Manning fan, the Peyton Manning license jersey. His football reference page, Pro Football Reference page, is the most overwhelming thing I've ever seen. It just keeps going and going and going. This is what this guy was. Considered by Pro Football Reference career weighted average as the 2nd best player of all time behind a certain guy named Tom Brady. It's kind of hard not to agree with it. I think Mahomes will pass him, but for now, Peyton Manning is the 2nd best quarterback ever. It's the most important position. I'm okay with him being the 2nd best player in NFL history.
Yeah.
It's, it makes sense. Everybody knows Peyton too, right? Even if you're not a football fan, you turn on the TV, he's on the Jingle commercials.
He's everywhere.
He's on the Manning cast. He's a producer on so many shows. Is it his nephew, his Arch?
His nephew's got wheels.
Yeah, he's fast.
He had a faster speed than Tyreek Hill.
Peyton said that the genes skipped a generation.
Yeah, because their dad was fast.
He was fast. He was a runner. Arch Manning is different. Beautiful Manning jersey right there, guys. Come and get that. Jim Kelly Speed Flex still available as well. The Gronk lid is insane. Kelly and Gronk double up there in the East. Peyton Manning double up with Edgerrin James. Lot of options in that practice squad break. So that is one we should do today as well. That one is how much? 6 to go in the double. Already did a single in that practice squad. Come and get it. And this is one of the guys that has been really the big star early this season. I think he's going to keep it up, Alex. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield on that STS. He's got Chris Godwin,
who's back to form.
He's back to form. Massive week this last week. Mike Evans, obviously terrific. Derek Carr is very up and down. He's going to be better this year, but he played the Panthers and the Cowboys, who, let's be honest, you never know what you're going to get out of the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the biggest thing, too, is they're leaning on the run game. Alvin Kamara is opening up everything for them. Then they're getting the play action. He's hitting the deep balls, which is good. Derek Carr is playing very good. Baker Mayfield is doing more than Derek Carr.
And this is not surprising. More than 4,000 yards last year, Pro Bowler, won a playoff game, won the division. The more I'm watching early on in this season, the more I'm convinced the Bucs win the South. And I picked the Falcons in the preseason, Alex.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield has won his teammates over. He's won me over.
Yeah, I feel good about the Bucs. I did pick them. The division I was big time wrong on was the AFC South. That division is not good.
No,
Texans. But the NFC South is pretty good.
Yeah.
Besides the Panthers.
Yeah.
They're a joke, but
look, I might be wrong on Bryce Young, regardless of whether he really is not as good as he's supposed to be. They pulled the plug way too early on him.
Too early on that.
You don't do that because does Andy Dalton give you a slightly better chance week 3? Probably, but what is Andy Dalton going to do long term? And you give Bryce Young a little bit more time.
Well, I think Mel Kiper went on a rant.
I know, I saw it.
They didn't play him at all in the preseason. Why? This guy needs reps.
Yeah, new offense, new team. Made no sense what Carolina is doing. But we saw the Bears fleece him in the trade. We talk about the Giants. The Panthers organization is not well run. That's just the way it is.
No, not at all.
Not well run.
John, I know you have to separate your email when you send it in here for some reason. It won't show it all, which is weird that it does that, but
right. So I think it actually, oddly enough, does it for Facebook, but the YouTube and Twitch will block it. So John, you got to do you're putting 5457. You got to do like at gmail.com and just type it out. Obviously, the guys would know that you have the @ sign. So yours is not shown either there, Russell. So, for example, if you're Yahoo, rlambert at yahoo.com. So you can't type out the dots. You can't type out the @ sign.
Yeah, it's weird.
Otherwise, it gets blocked. That's not an RN. That's a YouTube and Twitch setting.
Yeah.
I do know that Facebook lets you type it in. So if you want to hop over to Facebook and, write it that way, you can.
Facebook is slow, but it lets you type your email.
Right? Something about that feature. So what are we doing next? I know Juan just got in, Juan Cologne.
The break to do is always, and it's the closest, is the Diamond Quad.
3 to go.
3 to go.
Let's get that Diamond Quad knocked out.
Otherwise, 6 spots in the college double. Knock out our first college break. Have not done one. Every headliner is an authentic or speed flex. And it's only $65 a spot in the single, $130 in the double.
You get like that Jetta's lit for $65.
If you
that
get
would
that Jetta's lit in the diamonds or the vault that are more expensive breaks, it's well worth it for an even cheaper break. Come on, guys.
I got a big game for you this weekend in college. I know a lot of NFL talk on this program. Tennessee and Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
We do have one of the best Sooners of all time. Adrian Peterson on that speed flex. The Boomer Sooner, a guy that, I always say, Alex, he was ready to be a pro player straight out of high school, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he was.
So that's a beautiful lid right there. Again, all the headliners available. Who do you got in the Tennessee-Oklahoma game?
I like Tennessee's quarterback, man. That Nico guy,
he looks good.
He looks really good.
Aren't they like 7-point favorites on the road?
Yeah, 7-point favorites on the road. It's a really high number. But hey, it's hard not to pick the team with the better quarterback.
I kind of like Tennessee to win and Oklahoma to cover. I might bet that.
It's not a bad bet. Or even maybe tease Oklahoma.
Right.
Do 10.5.
The other game is USC on the road at Michigan. I do like USC because, speaking of quarterbacks, Michigan does not have one.
No.
So
I think I'm with you on that too. USC, their Miller Moss is pretty solid.
He's looked good. Good.
They looked good against LSU. No one picked them to win that game, and they went in there and won.
Yeah, I certainly didn't. So
don't forget Illinois, Nebraska Friday. Probably Nebraska.
I'm going for Mini Mahomes, as I call him.
Yep.
His name always escapes me the pronunciation.
Dylan Raiola.
Raiola, that's it. He mimics Mahomes in everything he does.
Yep.
It's worked out so well so far this year.
He's just got a date of Brittany.
Right?
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, Nicholas,
chill.
I do still believe in him. I will say he's played bad so far.
If people
doesn't take a genius to figure it out. I always say this, Alex. I never want to evaluate a rookie quarterback until I've seen one season, minimum 8 or 9, 10 games. So
also,
definitely need more sample size.
The classic case always that everyone compares to, rookies if they don't, start out hot right away is Peyton Manning. Threw 28 picks his first year. We already talked about his, reference page. You can get a licensed jersey in the practice squad.
Yeah, Peyton Manning is an absolute beast. Being a rookie quarterback, I think we've been so spoiled with so many great quarterbacks recently as rookies that we forget what it's to be a rookie quarterback. Here's that Manning reference page we're talking about, by the way. 14-time Pro Bowler, 7-time All-Pro, 5-time MVP. Look at Peyton Manning his rookie season, 3-13 with an NFL lead, 28 interceptions. So, I would not judge a rookie personally. I'm more in the, 1, maybe 2 years, at least 1.5 before I judge somebody too hard.
He's not overrated. He was overhyped. We just expected him to be, this phenomenal rookie right away, and it just takes time.
It takes time.
Especially when your offensive line's bad.
That's what makes a quarterback's life brutal.
Yeah.
That's the perfect example of, Sam Darnold playing good this year. Better offensive line, the quarterback performs. I don't know if you remember watching Kurt Warner, but Kurt Warner with the Rams was amazing. All of a sudden he started to struggle a little bit. It's because the line got worse. That's the way it works.
I think the first game, jitters, bad. The first half of the second game, he played good. He got the ball out quick.
Sure.
As quick as he could. And then, eventually you got to try and make a play. And it just didn't happen.
Didn't happen. very early in the season. That's why, to be honest, Alex, when it comes to football, I want to see at least 4 weeks go by before I overreact, right? It's the early overreaction. A guy does good in 1 or 2 games. Everyone thinks he's the next coming of, Mahomes. Or if he does bad, he's the next Ryan Leaf. That's how the NFL is. Everybody's got the takes. We've got the helmets here. I want to talk about the guys we do have in the break room. Peyton Manning, you mentioned. One thing that definitely gets me going is the Josh Allen interception stuff. Because I know, Alex, I think Mike Greenberg had a rant about it last year, and I thought it was the best rant I've ever seen on television. Because he was talking about Josh Allen picks, and then they showed the Josh Allen touchdown to interception ratio and how it was the second best ratio in the NFL the last 4 years behind Patrick Mahomes. And also a lot of punt picks, right? The 30-yard picks when it's 3rd and long.
That's how I felt about Caleb's first pick that he threw.
Yeah.
It was like
a punt
3rd
pick.
and 16, just, toss it up there.
Tyler. What's up, Ty? We do have Jonathan Taylor's Speed Flex available. The Marshall Faulk is gone. But actually, Tyler, we got something better for you, arguably. A licensed Peyton Manning jersey.
Oh, yeah.
It is a Colts fan dream in our break room. Peyton Manning licensed jersey. Edgerrin James mini helmet. We do have a Marshall Faulk on a Ram lid in the vault. And then we have that, of course, that Speed Flex Jonathan Taylor. If you're a Colts fan, there is no better time to be in our break room than right now. So get in here, Tyler. Make your moves. That's who the Bears play this week. It's a massive, massive game when it comes to the Bears' playoff chances because their schedule is actually pretty easy. Yeah, they play the Panthers, the banged-up Rams. I think this game, week 3, Alex, might decide whether to make the playoffs or not against the Colts. It's going to be massive.
I thought going into the season they would split the first 2 games, most likely lose to the Texans.
Yeah, which has happened.
I expected them to split between the Colts and the Rams, but now the Rams are super banged up.
So banged up. So that should be good for sure. So Tyler, get that. Jonathan Taylor, get that. Peyton Manning. Anthony Richardson, prime example of a guy that you just look great week 1, really, really bad week 2.
He's a lot of talent.
It's the way it is. Young quarterbacks take time sometimes. I still am not fully sure on him either way, but I can't wait to find out, Alex.
It's still like his rookie year, and he's barely played football. He only played like 13 games in college. I guess he barely even played in high school, too. Like, he's just barely played. He's just got to play. It's going to take a year or 2.
No doubt about it.
But he's got a lot of talent. I mean, the throw everyone saw in week 1 was one of the greatest throws I've ever seen.
Incredible. The Texan pass for him. One thing he can do, though, is lean on the running game, hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor, makes any quarterback's job easier. And Tyler knows this very well. He's watched our show. We don't get Jonathan Taylor in the break room hardly ever.
Not a lot. And
that's a pretty rare autograph. I believe it might be the first Taylor Speed Flex I've ever seen in our break room. Have you seen a Jonathan Taylor Speed Flex?
I feel like maybe I saw one, but man, I don't know.
All right, struggling to know of that Jonathan Taylor Speed Flex.
I mean, it was weird. I don't know why the Colts just didn't run the ball more. Like, it's not like they were completely out of that game. It was only 10-0. It's not like you can't, come back from 10-0. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, 12 carries for 103 yards. Like, why didn't he have the 32 carries Josh Jacobs had?
He should have had him. Josh Jacobs won him the game. What do you do when you have a young quarterback you're not sure about? You hand the ball off.
You hand the ball off, and you just let him throw little dump-offs.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Bears, they can't do that because the line is an even bigger problem. But if you're the Colts, you give Jonathan Taylor the ball.
Yeah.
Tyler says, story of our lives.
He's got to be getting 20 carries a game. Even if he's not, getting it going, he's got 15 carries for 30 yards. You got to keep giving him the ball.
Because you might pop a 70-yarder just like that.
And you just got to set up the play action for a young quarterback.
Yeah, 12 carries, 103 yards.
Makes no sense why he didn't
He also had 2 catches for 32 yards.
I think he didn't even play in the 4th, and the coach just gave a bad reasoning why.
I mean, it happened last year. Remember that play against the Texans? The season on the line.
The backup dropped it.
Drops the ball. It's 4th and 1. Even the sheer threat of him as decoy would make a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, We're 2 to go now in the quad.
Did Tyler get in?
No, Gabriel.
What's up, Gabriel? Gabriel jumping into that diamond quad, 2 spots left.
Yeah, I mean, they got like one of the best guards in Quentin Nelson. You just run right behind him with Jonathan Taylor. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that AFC South, I did pick the Texans, but I agree with you.
They might win the division by week 10.
The Jaguars and the Colts look a lot less competitive than expected.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Early in the season, again, week 2. Week 2, very, very early. Coming up on week 3 of the NFL season. 5 to go in that diamond single as well, by the way, Alex. So that one is not far off.
Not at all.
So, guys, let me know what you guys want to break. We got 30 people watching. Let me know what you guys would like to break next. One of my favorite storylines about this upcoming weekend, Alex, it does involve Dak Prescott in that Vault series. Again, all these headliners available except for Trevor Lawrence. It does involve Derrick Henry, the touchdown machine, back-to-back weeks, back-to-back touchdowns.
I'm going to bet him every week.
So, Cowboys and Ravens. Talking about Henry and Prescott in that Vault.
It's got to be the Ravens.
So, if the Ravens lose,
They're toast.
They're 0-3.
They're toast.
If the Cowboys lose,
1 and 2. You can
they're
come back
1
from.
and 2.
But
My thought is people are going to freak out regardless.
Yeah, people
That's
are going to
be
freak
the
out.
ultimate freak out game.
But at least the thing is with that, like, they're only 1 game behind whoever, in the division. Or they could be the same if the Eagles and the Commanders both lose. So
the
it's not
Ravens schedule, right? I went over it last night.
Yeah, it's brutal.
They play at Dallas against the Bills against the Bengals.
Yeah, you got to win this game.
And then they have the Commanders, but then the Bucks at the Bucks next.
Are good. You got the Browns, who they're not that good against historically.
The Ravens could be in big trouble.
Yeah,
It's a must win. You
They're-
go 0-3, there's no bouncing back.
they're another team. Their offensive line not very good.
You said it before the season started.
Because Lamar's playing good. The offensive weapons are playing good. You look at all their stats. Like Flowers had a good game. Henry had a good game. Lamar had a good game, and they lost.
Their defense has been surprisingly
well,
mediocre as well.
They lost Mike McDonald, who I like a lot, who's with Seattle. They're 2-0.
So that's one of those surprises in the league.
Brock Bowers is also the truth. We need to get some Brock Bowers in the break room.
You know who has Brock Bowers, right?
Is that you?
The UA Fantasy League.
That's right.
Do you know we're in second place?
Ooh,
Second place.
When you showed me the team, I'm like, all right, I like the UA Fantasy team.
A lot better than my team in other 2 leagues we're in together. That's for sure. Mahomes, Jefferson, Moore, Etienne, Najee, Brock Bowers, and Zay Flowers. We got Bowers and Flowers. Second place for the UA Fantasy team. Would you have Justin Jefferson? So, guys, I mostly picked this team. A little bit of help from Dom. Now, he was big on the ETN pick. I give that one as Dom's pick. But you can tell that I'm talking about the Justin Jefferson helmet in the college series. I do believe in this man. He is terrific.
DJ Moore will eventually get it going once the offense gets grooving.
Him too as well.
Yeah, 1 to go now in that quad.
So,
David Griffin, your Saints are the truth right now. And we got Chris Olave on a speed flex.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a pretty solid game, 4 catches, 84 yards. Shit, he's just getting the big touchdowns.
I think David is a bigger LSU guy, though, than Saints. He actually believes in his LSU team.
He might have to start believing in the Saints. I think like their point differential for the first 2 games is like top 3 highest ever, and those other 2 teams won the Super Bowl.
Not bad. Good afternoon, brothers, says Ciara Lopez. What's up, Ciara?
Ciara, your fantasy team went off.
Ciara, not as much as Ciara's daughter in basketball, though. Did you hear they won 38-4 the other night?
Oh, wow.
38-4 in basketball. The daughter got all the block shots.
There we go.
6 foot tall, and she's still a teenager.
Oh, wow.
So terrific stuff. So 1 to go in that quad box, guys. 1 to go.
Get the closer spot. It
Get the
happens
closer
way too
spot.
often. It sits.
It's real. Closer
I
magic
think
is
that's
real.
how John won the Trevor Lawrence yesterday. Got the closer spot, and sometimes it works out. I would say more of the times it does work out than it doesn't.
Maresca's in, Bri, Gabriel Orozco's in, putting us 1 spot to go. 26 people watching across all 3 platforms, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for chatting. Let's close up those breaks. So, hey, Jacom, says Ciara. What's going on, guys? And Jacom, Ciara. Jacom. I know Jacom probably a little bit more of a jersey player, but if he's ever going to get in the diamonds, That's Steve Young, right?
Yeah.
For a 49er fan, I said this yesterday, the third best Niner of all time, Steve Young, right?
Yeah.
Montana is 1, Rice is 2, and Loaded Dice. Steve Young is 3.
It's kind of like Montana and Rice 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Just whichever one you like.
And Steve Young 1C.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about this last night. What franchise consistently has the best quarterbacks all time? And I went with the Niners. And the Packers are up there, of course. But you look even the Niners, like we talk about Montana, Steve Young, look at the guys that were like after those guys. Like Jeff Garcia was above average. Brock Purdy's above average. Colin Kaepernick, when he was really good, above average.
Eventually.
Alex Smith, above average.
That was the other one I was going to say.
They haven't had a bad quarterback like in my lifetime personally.
Yeah.
They're always good.
They're at least always solid. They're not like bottom 10 quarterbacks unless their starter got hurt.
Right. I've been thinking about a single with the Diamonds, 5 to go, Jacom.
That's not a bad move.
That one will likely fill this program, if not noon. I would say for sure 3 p.m. Get in that Diamond single, get that Steve Young, Mr. Jacom. $90 for a Steve Young.
I mean, $90 for a James Harrison or Jonathan Taylor, you name it.
So, yeah, the best lefty quarterback, Steve Young. I know the best current lefty quarterback. Tua's now in the IR. I know big news yesterday. Hoping for all the best from Mr. Tua. So, let me know, guys, what you want to rock and roll with. So, Jacom thinking about that spot. I would say put those thoughts into action, right, Alex? Put those thoughts into action.
I mean, this closer spot's been sitting here for a minute now. 5 minutes. I mean, now's the time to hop in because it's going to end up being a winner. It just happens way too often, especially with 4 boxes coming out.
All the time, baby. All the time.
You never want to be the person regretting getting that spot.
So let's go. Yeah. Anyway, Nicholas, I know is a agenda, which is fine. We focus on the current breaks. One thing you'll see me do, Alex, I don't really try to tear down any of these players. So we talk about Caleb Williams way too much on the show. As a team staff, Nicholas, I see what you're saying. We'll move on from that one. This program is talking about the big players we have in the break room and the guys we believe in, right?
Yeah.
I'm a positivity guy. No doubt about that. Keeping it positive.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
There you go.
It's tough.
Don't second guess yourself, Jacom, says Ciara.
Ciara's right.
You know what I always say?
Ooh,
listen to the ladies. They know best.
Josh Walton closing it up.
Thank you, Josh. Diamond Quad is closed up. And you know where we're at in the Diamonds. 20 boxes left. This will put us at 16 left. You know this very well, Alex. You hear me say it all the time. 15 or less, chases happen in that range, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we got ourselves the Diamond Quad on the way. It's Diamond Quad.
Best break in the room, guys.
Cream of the crop. Diamond Quad number 1. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers. 4 box numbers with a bunch of headliners left. A lot of big names, too. Josh Allen, Devontae Adams, some of the best players in the league. Steve Young, all-time great. Speed flexes, Jonathan Taylor, James Harrison. A lot of goodies in here. Jacom says, good luck, peeps. We got Gabriel with 7 and 15. Thank you, Mr. Orozco. 7 and 15 in the Diamonds. We got the John Elway and the Patrick Mahomes box. And it's a quad box, so we need 2 more. You're good. No problem, Nicholas.
Nicholas, you're a Vikings fan, right?
Yeah. He's a Vikings fan. He's
Vikings
a J.J.
fan?
McCarthy fan.
The only thing funnier than that stat is the Vikings 0 Super Bowls.
Oh! Coming at him, Alex. Coming at him. All in good fun, guys. We have fun. We all poke on each other's teams. That's what the break room is all about. But I try to keep us on direction. We should not be talking about the same guy over and over again unless he's always in the break room, like Justin Jefferson, for example. Jay Jettas. Brian says, Alex, ouch. Sometimes you got to let them know, baby. Sometimes you got to let them know.
It can only take so much disrespect to my quarterback.
Right? That's my quarterback, says Alex. No, you're good, Nicholas. I'm just saying that is the most talked about thing in the break room. And I don't want to talk about the same thing over and over again. Do need 2 more numbers, though, guys. 2 more numbers. Ronnie, Jonathan, Jeff, Josh, Gabriel, Brian, and Josh. Jeff, by the way, is a brand new guy. Brand new guy. Let us know what team you like and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. So 2 more numbers. Brian, do you have numbers, my man? Ronnie was in the chat earlier. Niner fan, obviously. Let me know, guys, if you have numbers. Otherwise, I'll go to the wheel for our diamonds. He's like, I know. That's a good one, LOL, right? Ronnie says wheel times 2. Thank you, sir. Wheel times 2 works. Diamonds out of 30, Alex. Out of 30. So we'll go to the wheel here, 1 through 30. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got number 9. 9. I'll get off the ticker. We do have 9. The Jim McMahon box here in Chicago. And the second box right next to it. How about my favorite number 8? Is number 8 Steve Young inside box 8. Actually, forget that. 8 has already been done. 10 is the closest, Alex. So 9 and 10 in the diamonds. Unless you happen to see 8, but I don't think so. So I'll start with the 7 and 15 we do have. But first, of course, got to get you guys randomized here in the diamond quad box. Quadruple the boxes, quadruple the fun. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gabriel has the NFC North. NFC South is Brian Maresca. NFC East is Ronnie Sayre. Josh Walton. Steve Young spot, Josh. NFC West, Jeff Cook in the James Harrison flex spot. AFC North, Jonathan Colvin. Oh, Jonathan. How about a Jonathan for a Jonathan? Jonathan Taylor. And then we got Josh Walton in the Josh Allen spot, my second favorite quarterback in the league. And then Ronnie Sayre in the AFC West. Devontae Adams, Wes Welker, secondary headliner Marcus Allen. Ronnie can get a sweep here with his spots. All right. We'll start with 7. 7 out of 30. The first helmet in the quad. All 4 of these, Alex, authentic lids. Ooh, this is a good start. Good start, Ronnie. How about Michael Strahan? The terrific Giants authentic. One of the best defensive players of all time. Pro Football Hall of Famer. The single-season sack record holder. The Beckett QR code on the back. Again, Michael Strahan, a guy that everybody knows. I always look for, what type of helmets do you want to get? Helmets of guys everybody knows. You might sell this to a 92-year-old grandma that watches Good Morning America that just wants a Michael Strahan helmet, Alex. Not entirely impossible. I know, a little far-fetched, but not entirely impossible. My girlfriend knows him as the guy from the Game Show Network.
That's right.
Because other than ESPN at my place, she takes the remote and puts on the Game Show Network.
I just think it's even crazier that I think when I first started working here, he was a photoed headliner.
Yeah.
Now he's just listed. That's how good these diamonds are.
He's good enough to be a photoed headliner, that's for sure.
I mean, he's one of the greatest pass rushers ever to do it. Went out on top.
Absolutely.
One of those few guys that went out on top. Didn't go
Super
twice
Bowl
like
champ.
Elway, but he went out on top.
I mean, how did Tom Brady and the Patriots get beat against the Giants twice? The pass rush. Michael Strahan, the biggest leader of that pass rush for the Giants. Awesome hit there. Ronnie Sayre. I know we talk a lot about the best looking helmets. Gotta say, the Giants standard looks awesome. I always forget about this one. But it's on my mind right now, Alex, because we have a Malik Neighbors in the practice squad still lurking. Ronnie says, nice indeed. Michael Strahan. Just watching him on TV, Fox Football, he's such a nice guy. He's probably too nice because he picked the Giants week 1 against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Probably should not pick the Giants.
Probably not.
They're not the same team they were when he was there, right? Michael Strahan.
No.
Nice guy, though. Nice personality. Big fan of Michael Strahan. Not nice to the opposing quarterbacks, though.
No, not at all.
He would put him on the ground. More than 100 career sacks, of course. One of the best ever, Michael Strahan. All right, the second helmet here in the quad box. Again, a full-size authentic. Again, it is going to be a big name, whether a headliner or not. Oh, here we go, Alex. I knew today would be a nice day.
You're too happy right now. I'm nervous.
I am way too happy. You know, it's one of 2 helmets. One of 2 players, rather. Which one do you think it is?
It's Theismann or Moon. You're giving me a Moon face.
A Moon face. This might surprise you. Warren Moon on Seattle.
Oh, wow.
The Hall of Fame 06. The light Kelly Green Warren Moon Seahawk Flash Authentic. 9-time Pro Bowler, baby. Josh Walton. Might be your first. In your face, Josh. You've been mooned.
Oh,
you take the mooning and you like it, Josh Walton.
I'm sorry, Josh.
Look at that. It's all up in his face. The Warren Moon helmet. That bad boy is JSA certified. Awesome looking lid. You add up his passing yards in Canada and the NFL. He's like top 5 or top 6 all time.
Yeah.
5-time Grey Cup champion. Former MVP in the Grey Cup. Incredible quarterback. Seattle, Houston, Minnesota, Kansas City, wherever he plays, he delivers. Josh Walton, Warren Moon, Flash Authentic, flashing that shiny moon, says John.
Josh got flashed and mooned. I'm so sorry.
You've been flashed and mooned?
The combo is brutal.
It's PG-13, Alex. It's the best kind of flashing and mooning you can ever get.
Yeah.
A Warren Moon flash helmet. Steve Young, Stevie Cat, has not gone yet. Come and get that Steve Young lid. Good job, Josh. I mean, Warren Moon is not even a secondary headliner.
No, that's crazy.
That's
he was
ridiculous.
another guy. He was photoed at some point. I remember.
Exactly. These diamonds are terrific. Not only Warren Moon, it's a Warren Moon Flash Authentic.
I think we stopped photoing him and listening to him since the mooning started.
Okay.
Maybe that's the cause of it.
Hall of Fame 06, the first black quarterback inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Good job, Josh, on Warren Moon. So, back-to-back nights of moonings. I think based on customer appreciation, I'm rethinking everything about my life because up until about the last week or 2, the mooning was my favorite moment in the break room. Mm-hmm. But I actually think they've embraced the Theismann more.
They have.
So it's changed. The Theismann is now 1. I don't know if you heard about the latest update because Dom and I did some digging on Friday.
Oh, gosh.
We did digging on the grandma, and we found out that technically it's not Theismann or Thiesman.
Oh, no.
It's Theismann.
It's Theismann?
It's actually pronounced Theismann for Joe. So in all his life, they were known as the Thiesmans when they were supposed to be the Theismans.
Tyson, what is happening?
There's so much info. We looked it up on the internet. Trust me, it was interesting stuff.
Are the Kelseys going to say it's not even Kels now either?
Yeah.
Are they going to be something else random?
It's not Kels or Kelsey, it's Kelsey. So it's not a common show without a mooning. And some other guy, I forget his name, says John. That's right, John. And John, this is actually the first of possibly 2 moonings because we have a Warren Moon jersey with 2 boxes left.
There's also a Warren Moon in the vault. There might be 3 moonings.
Maybe 3 moonings.
And who knows? He could be a filler in the loaded dice jersey.
Oh, God. We're just getting started, baby. Just getting started with the moonings today.
He could be a filler in the college as well.
It's only 109, Alex.
Actually, I don't think Washington's
The day is early.
You got Steven for the 3 p.m. show, so maybe he'll get a
Oh,
mooning.
is that right?
Yeah.
Steven's hopping in at 3. Okay. All right, well, let's do the next box here. Box 10 coming up, 10 of 30. Oh, because of the Monday swap?
Yeah, it was the Monday swap, and
Okay.
then I needed Ricky just for yesterday.
That's all right, no problem. We got ourselves a full-size authentic lid coming up.
Oh, man.
I feel something nice here. I feel a visor. Oh, my goodness. How about this one? First ever order, Jeff Cook.
Wow.
How about a Speed Flex, James Harrison? The two-tone Speed Flex, the black visor, the yellow lid. We got ourselves a Radke Sports QR code on the back. AFC North, Jeff is cooking with James Harrison.
I mean, that's got to be on the Mount Rushmore first orders right there. I've
Right?
seen Patrick Mahomes, you know, I think maybe a Tom Brady one time.
Steven Raujak custom Josh Allen lid.
Yeah, yeah, that's up
Right.
there. I mean, it's in the top 10, that's for sure. A Speed Flex for your first order, something else, 360. That's worth 3 times that.
Nice hit says Jacom.
He is a
John.
scary guy.
He's incredible. And look at this photo.
Yeah.
Look at this photo of James Harrison. I do not want to mess with this dude. One of the best defensive players, you know, of our generation. 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 84.5 career sacks. Defensive Player of the Year in 2008. Finished 4th in MVP voting. He had 7 forced fumbles that year, Alex.
He was
James
their
Harrison.
best defensive player during the Big Ben era.
Right?
Yeah.
He was awesome.
It was him and Palomalu. Those are the 2 guys, man.
Future Hoffer, in my opinion.
Yeah, it should be.
The auto game, by the way, you know this very well. The Steelers, of any franchise out there, have the best looking autographs. His is terrific.
Yeah, it is.
Terrific auto, number 92, Jeff Cook with James Harrison, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Jeff. What a start, my man.
Yeah, it's a rare auto in the break room.
Only had him a handful of times in my 3 years here.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like this, right? This is awesome. Two-tone Speed Flex, James Harrison. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers, there's one thing about them that we always know.
The defense.
Their defense is always great.
Always. It's the best in the league right now.
Right now, we have TJ Watt in that practice squad. In my opinion, the best defensive player in the league. Dom and I were talking about a hot take in our program. I had a hot take last night. My hot take is the second best player in the league is TJ Watt. Maybe the quarterback is a more important position, but in terms of best at what they do, Mahomes 1, TJ Watt 1A. He's in that practice squad. He is incredible, TJ Watt.
I'll tell you who's coming for TJ Watt. That's Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, 4.5 sacks this weekend.
He's a monster. I think he's the front runner for DPOY right now.
So far, him and Watt. Stevie Cat, of course, is a Raider fan.
Love
Talking about
Crosby.
Max Crosby pulled that license jersey last night. We do have that Adams Stevie Cat, Devontae Adams authentic. I think Crosby is fantastic. Aiden Hutchinson is fantastic. TJ Watt is top dog. He is just different.
Yeah,
no doubt about
I think
that.
I have Crosby at like 5-ish. He doesn't take off a play, and I love that. He's also great against the run.
I mean, it's what? Garrett, Parsons, Crosby, and Hutch, probably the top 5. With Watt, of course, number 1 for me.
I thought Bosa is Nick Bosa.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good, too.
He's really
Joey's
good.
not bad either.
But Nick Bosa's getting to the point where his career, he's not going as hard in the regular season. It's saving it for the postseason.
Well, how has that worked out in the Super Bowl, Alex?
Well,
Otherwise worked out mostly well.
at least for the outside pass rushers.
Right.
So those are the guys.
Crosby chasing down Lamar last week.
Yeah.
So Stevie Cat, he was. Yeah, he's great. I mean, to be like 3rd or 4th best at what you do is pretty darn good.
I think he's the best non-talked about guy besides Trey Hendrickson on the Bengals. That guy is also elite.
That guy is awesome.
He's probably the most underrated pass rusher in the league.
Josh Allen, the other Josh
The
Allen.
other Josh Allen? He's not Josh Allen. He's
we have the main Josh Allen and the Diamonds.
well, the Jags one, it's not Josh Allen anymore. He changed it. It's like Josh Hines something.
Oh, okay. I call him Josh Allen.
He didn't want to be Josh Allen anymore.
Oh, he wants to be different. He wants to be different.
It does
let's
probably
see
have
here.
to be annoying.
We got ourselves one of the best defensive backs of all time. Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champion, the retro Bronco lid, Steve Atwater for Ronnie Sayer. Good job,
go.
Ronnie. You got the Steve Atwater authentic. So that was a quad box break that saw only one photoed headliner come off the board.
Yeah.
Awesome lid James Harrison, the Jonathan Taylor Speed Flex, the two-tone Steve Young authentic, Devontae Adams, Wes Welker, and my boy Josh Allen, all very much still out there, guys. Let's get back in those diamonds. 5 photoed headliners, 8 total headliners, in the final 16 boxes. 50% chance at a headliner, Alex. That is pretty darn good. So good job there, Ronnie. Great job to Jeff. I would say the winner of that break. Unless, I think for John Reber, John could probably agree. He probably thinks Josh was the winner because he got a helmet and a mooning.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, Jeff, you are cooking.
Jeff is cooking. That's
Literally.
right. He's like Brady Cook on Mizzou. He just cooks, baby. He just cooks. Number 7 in the nation,
Yes,
Alex.
they are.
We coming for y'all, Mizzou Tigers.
Jacom got in that diamond single, so we're halfway on the single.
So my advice for Jacom, you know very well the diamond quads go quick. We're 4 to go in the diamond single.
Maybe get another spot.
You got to get a spot in there now just to give yourself a chance at Steve Young.
He did get in there.
He did get in there?
Yeah, he got the spot right now.
Okay, well,
Now
you know
we're
what?
4 to go.
He already knows what he's doing. Yeah. Disregard me, Jacom. You're way ahead of the curve. You're making a smart move. Get that single spot so we can open up a Steve Young lid potentially for you, John.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, says Ronnie. LOL, says John. Good luck, says Jacom. Good luck indeed, guys. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling here in the UA Live break room.
Yeah, 50% chance at a headliner right now. I like those odds.
Right? I like these lids. I mean, all 4 of these just look clean, right?
Yeah, they do.
The Giants Authentic is clean. A Seahawk Flash, a Harrison two-tone flex. I know probably objectively the lesser hit of this Atwater one, but it looks clean.
I mean, these are 2 of the better pass rushers I first got to watch when I first started watching football. James Harrison and Michael Strahan.
Was Reggie White 92?
Reggie White's too early for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 92s too.
Oh,
I was saying,
yeah.
like, best 92s.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think Reggie White was 92, right? Because I was gonna say otherwise we got the 2 best 92s I can think of, Strahan and of course Harrison. Something about the number 92.
Yeah,
they
he was
both
92.
put on the helmet. Reggie White was 92.
Yeah, so they're probably 2 and 3.
Yeah, probably 2 and 3. So good lids here. Good lids in the break room. No doubt about that. We were talking about this yesterday. Off the top of your head, if you have a play, Alex, best defensive play in Super Bowl history. I said it's the James Harrison play. I know that the pick on the goal line for
Malcolm
the
Butler.
Patriots, bigger moment, but just in terms of like sheer like awesome plays, like 100-yard pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
Definitely.
This was different.
Maybe just the opening play in the Broncos game.
Oh, I hated that Super Bowl. You know I'm a Peyton Manning fan.
Yeah.
I hated that Super Bowl so much. Probably, honestly, one of my most hated Super Bowls ever. Just because
it was a blowout.
The
and
Bears
it was
Super
your guy.
Bowl, I thought they would lose, and I was happy for Peyton. I was pretty mad at the Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl. I would say that is up there for sure. But given the offensive line injuries, I kind of got it. The Broncos losing wasn't a shock.